As our heroes are put in shackles and driven away to the prison beneath the arsenal, we go across town to the home of Countess Aguilar. The city guard surrounds the manor. The front door bursts open and guards flood into the house, searching room by room as the servants shriek in terror and indignation. But Countess Aguilar and her suitor, Grak, are nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, on the streets of Senagora, a shadowy figure makes its way down a dark alley. Excuse me while I roll something. Okay. Alexi, please describe your character.
Okay. So, my character is a space turtle. They're like turtles, but they live longer, because it makes the joke funnier. Her name's Lasmo, and you know how John Wick has all those weird kind of Christian verses and tattoos and general kind of weirdly Catholic gangster shit? Imagine that, but for space, but tattooed onto a turtle shell.
So much space Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of space Jesus just kind of carved
Paladin
in
Christ,
there.
please.
Yeah. And yeah, she's got a kind of funky javelin that's very gay. And a big ass maul, and is, you know, pretty taciturn, pretty quiet type. And yeah, probably just kind of lurking around, looking big, looking scary.
Lasmo is on her way to a safe house in Harborgate. How would she approach the safe house?
Directly.
You're not bothering sneaking around very much.
No, I mean, I think a little bit of trying to blend in, just walking with a purpose, you know?
All right, so you stride confidently down the street and end up in front of a tenement building in Harborgate. You go inside and head upstairs, and we are going to go to our next character now. Annie, please describe your character.
My character is a Warforged, a slight robot with a face that does not move at all. Looks like someone fancifully drew skull designs over the faceplate of this robot at some point. They probably didn't do it themselves, though. They are... Warforged are kind of unusual, so they kind of walk a little stiffly. Their name is Grab, by the way. I mean, you know, some light armor, a cloak, just does not really look particularly friendly.
All right, Grab is also on their way through Harborgate towards a safe house. How are they traveling towards it?
Oh, Grab's probably already in the safe house, honestly, just sitting next to some boxes.
All right,
like
excellent.
cargo.
Stored when not in use.
Grab's probably been there for a while, as in they've probably been there for several years.
They've been stored there for a hot minute.
Yes.
All right, we go to our last shadowy figure approaching the safe house. Mackenzie, could you please describe your character?
Yeah. I'm playing a tall bird person with dark black feathers covering them from head to toe. They aren't wearing much in the way of anything other than kind of like a loincloth pants sort of tossed around their middle. They've got massive black claws, and their head has like a ridge on it, and it's a bright blue with like red going down the neck. They are a cassowary person, and they are kind of slowly walking along, head kind of bobbing as they kind of creep wildly down, pressing their back to walls. Why are they doing this? Unknown. They're not being chased. No one cares about them, but they're doing it.
Excellent. So all three of you converge on the safe house where the door opens, and on the other side is a familiar penguin person who is the suitor of your boss, Grak.
Well, boys, it's time for one last job.
Excellent. Okay. Grak leads you all inside, where you see your boss, Lady la Pluma, leader of the flock, a not particularly tall, but definitely graceful-looking secretary bird person. She she gestures for all of you to sit around a surprisingly nice table, considering the rest of the apartment is a hole, over which several maps have been spread.
my character immediately perches on the back of a chair, making it wobble onto its back legs and balancing it.
Grab creaks a little as they sit down, has to reach into a patch, start oiling their joints.
Lasmo sinks in with that kind of like old dad sigh. Like,
And Grak sits as close to Lady la Plume as appropriate.
it's not appropriate. It's inappropriate.
Does he
Not
keep trying to reach
appropriate.
over and grab her hand? Just the whole hand?
No, this is a job. He's a professional.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now, I guess my question is, do your characters know each other at all?
I've been with the business for a long time, so I might know Grab.
I would like to be unknown. I'm relatively new, and Kinku aren't known for living long, so... No, you probably don't know me. Also, I want to introduce myself.
Grab has been furniture for a while.
Grak has probably, worked with all these guys.
Okay. So, Lady La Pluma turns to Grab and Lasmo and says, well, you all know Grak and each other, but allow me to introduce our newest member, and she gestures to Mackenzie's character.
Oh,
I open my beak and do that, and that comes out.
that's what this is gonna be.
Is that legal?
Yes,
Are we
actually.
legally allowed to do that?
We are.
Shit.
Lady La Pluma nods and says, yes, is one of the brightest young minds in the flock these days.
They got a name.
Yes, it's...
It's a dialect.
Listen,
Let's just say Wilhelm.
can I call in a sick day? I got one day with you guys left, and I'm too. This is like, do I have any vacation days? I've been solid for 700 years. It's just one day.
Wilhelm turns their head toward Laszlo, tilts it, and then...
A bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
And this is why Mackenzie apologized to Jake before we started the session.
Yeah.
My soundboard isn't quite as elaborate as Mackenzie's. All I've got is the Wilhelm scream.
My brand!
And
I made a list about 32 long, then found an iPad soundboard, but unfortunately to get more than 18 sounds, it cost me $10, and I wasn't going to pay $10 for a joke. So there's
Thank
only
you.
18 sounds.
the only other thing on my soundboard is...
Okay.
Right.
We've got 2 hours.
Okay.
And I want to fight a vampire next month. Let's go.
Soviet Union will live
Okay.
through the day. Yeah, okay.
All right, so once the introductions are over, Lady La Pluma gestures for silence and says, all right, now to business. Countess Tornincasa is currently holed up in the arsenal. She represents a threat to every life in Senagora. More importantly, if she takes over the city, it will be rather difficult to hang on to all that money Grak is marrying me for. Now,
What,
the good news is...
I love you for so many other reasons.
Oh my god, they're engaged.
And also the money.
I mean, it helps.
It does help. The good news is the firepower we need to take her out is currently located in the Arsenal's prison. The bad news is that firepower her is currently unable to leave the prison. That's where you all come in. You are among the best the flock has to offer, and while the rest of my people are out securing the flock's future in case Tornincasa succeeds, your job will be to break that prison open and make sure she doesn't. Understand?
With all my heart.
Yes, boss.
Says Wilhelm.
Yes, thank you, Wilhelm.
The bird nods its head.
I do this and I'm out.
Understood, Lasmo.
And the threats.
So far, we're looking at Charmed City Guard, several vampire spawn, and at least one full vampire.
How simple.
Relatively simple. Get inside the walls of the arsenal, secure the premises, and get myself, Grak, and our secret weapon into the prison.
Murder. Yes?
Yes, I'm afraid we're going to need to make some bacon on this job.
Nice!
says the bird.
Mackenzie likes Kenku.
Well, I'm not getting any younger. Let's smash it.
I've placed Grak in charge of the operation. You all report to him, and he reports to me. You will be the advance guard through whatever route we take into the arsenal, and I will be up back with our secret weapon. And she gestures over to a slight figure in the corner, and you see a young woman with curly brown hair, Natalia Cervantes.
That's the secret weapon.
Trust me, this is the secret weapon. However, she is a bit fragile, so we will be following along behind. You will be securing the route ahead. We can't risk her in open combat until the final confrontation with Countess Tornincasa.
The bird kind of turns its head sideways and peers over at her with, like, looking at the edge of its eyes like a bird does, and then opens its beak and out comes... And then it gives a thumbs up.
Natalia looks a little offended at that.
Everyone just stay behind me. It will be good.
Now, I have recommended to Grak that you use the storm sewer route into the arsenal, but ultimately the decision is up to him. He has also managed to secure the maps and plans for the arsenal, which are hopefully up to date.
Oh, for sure. For sure they're up to date. As far as I know. I'm always up for a sewer grab. How about you?
I was born in a sewer. I don't like to talk about it. It was a long time ago.
I feel like that was perhaps a pass at me.
The bird gives another thumbs up.
How is it a pass at you? What?
Annie's character's name's Grab.
Oh. Okay. I just got it.
Okay.
All right, the nearest entrance to the storm sewer system is a tunnel under the bridge nearby. We should probably look over the plans themselves before we get inside the arsenal, just so we have an idea of what we're looking at.
Okay.
Grak has the maps.
Oh, I have the maps? I thought only you can do the maps.
No, Grak, I sent Rio the maps of the arsenal beforehand.
I don't know
Okay.
that I can upload maps.
No, you can just say what's in the maps.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't get to look at them.
But he would have the physical maps.
All right, hang on.
Alright. Grak unfurls a map. Doesn't let anyone look.
Okay, hang on. I'm making the handout.
The bird turns towards Lasmo and stares.
Lasmo stares back.
The bird stares harder.
Lasmo stares.
It leans forward slowly.
You don't want to do that. That's a sign of aggression.
It'll be wanting to eat you.
I'd like to see.
Inconceivable!
Lasmo extends their neck a little bit further out of their shell. To stare harder.
Grab leans back.
The bird leans forward further, and opens its mouth, and out comes...
No. No. All of you, stop it!
Grak starts
The bird
hitting
leans back.
everybody with the rolled up maps.
We're professionals here!
This never would have happened back in the old days.
No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about your old days.
Yeah, well, that's just like, your opinion, man.
The bird says while looking over towards Crab.
Alright, listen. This is where the sewer will end. Alright? We'll be at the south end of the docks.
Bird gives a thumbs up.
Our best bet is to get in through the armory. That'll get us down into the bigger house.
The bigger house.
The bigger house. We do have some archers to contend with. About 1 in each guardhouse, so 5.
What's this outbuilding here on the left?
That's the armory.
What are these, straw?
That's the stables.
They do have horses. Terrible horses.
Fucking hate horses.
Fucking horses.
Fucking horses.
The bird kind of tilts its head and then says,
Inconceivable!
Oh, Jack. God.
Now, there's gonna be guards. Fewer at night, but still. Gonna have to be sneaky.
The bird gives a thumbs up.
Well, I mean, I obviously can do pretty well under the water. Not a great swimmer, mind, but can stay down there as long as I need, so...
I can walk.
The bird kind of wobbly hands. Well, I should note it's still sitting on the back of the chair that's still tittering on, like, the back two legs. And then it just kind of mimics with its weird feather fingers, like, making, like, a walking motion with two.
I don't understand what you said.
The bird just gives a thumbs up.
I think they're saying they can walk, dear.
And then, Annie, can you actually say I can walk again for me in Grab's voice? The bird opens its mouth and just repeats that.
I can walk.
The bird nods and gives a thumbs up.
Oh, I don't care for that. We're both getting more
The
southern.
lights behind Grab's eyes flicker a minute like it's blinking.
We're converging on our southern accents.
So, into the sewers, into the armory, into the basement, gonna get the goods. The goods being people this time. Yes?
Yep.
The bird gives a thumbs up.
That's the job.
Alright. No one get killed. Or if you do get killed, do it after.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Says the bird.
Right.
It's encouraging.
That's all Grak has.
Okay. Then with that, you guys all exit the safe house on the way to... There's two options here. You can try to make it to the arsenal before sunset. You're a couple of hours before sunset. Or you can wait for shift change, at which point the arsenal will be less populated. It's basically a skeleton crew on the guard there.
Always wait for a shift change.
Yeah, Vampire wakes up at night, though.
Could we not sneak to the arsenal and get, like, right beneath it? And then go through right at shift change?
Yeah, you could wait in the tunnels, like, right before until just, like, before shift change.
Well, hold up. What time of day is shift change?
Shift change is dusk.
Okay. Aguilar did mention vampires and vampire spawn, which will wake up at night. So
Yes.
we're kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't here.
I would rather take on more city guards than more vampire
That's
power.
fair.
We have... Listen. I understand. Vampires sound scary. But you
He points at Grab.
don't have blood. And you...
He points at the turtle whose name I forget.
Lasmo.
Lasmo.
Lasmo. Like a Lasmosaurus.
Like, I know
Okay.
that, okay? Nerd. He points at Lasmo and goes,
And you have a giant-ass shell to go into, so you won't get bit. And you,
he points at Wilhelm.
I don't care about. So,
Wilhelm gives a thumbs up.
Lasmo just turned this in, like, Sato voice at Grab of, God, I hate when the fucking bird is in charge of these things.
hey,
Alexei, I just don't understand why you can't just name your turtle after a Renaissance painter like everybody else.
I refuse.
You refuse, but you talk about how you spent your childhood in a sewer?
This is completely different. This is a completely different John Wick gangster turtle one day from retirement.
It's completely different property.
Different. This is a Keanu Reeves turtle. This isn't a cartoon turtle.
They all become cartoon turtles eventually. Give it time.
It's a space turtle, completely different.
Before you know it, she's gonna be yelling Space Cowabunga.
Never. I'll die first.
Well, we've just set up a dramatic death scene.
Alright, before we cowabunga to the sky.
Grak had a point he was finishing up.
so none of you should be afraid of these vampires. Besides,
He points at the human.
she's our secret weapon.
Natalia gives a little wave.
Before we have to use that one, we just gotta kill a bunch of, what's it called? Hypnotized humans. Probably human. Doesn't matter either way. So don't get your skirts in a bunch. We're going in at shift change.
The bird opens its beak and says,
North.
I will point out, Grak, you have a neck that is utterly biteable.
I have things in my fanny pack to prevent such a thing. Also, I will sacrifice Wilhelm first.
Well, we all would.
Grab nods.
All right, you guys ready to head out?
Apparently.
I will point out, hi, the audience, hello. Since we are doing a one-shot here, we do actually all have some various magic items with us, so you may see some different stuff here. The magic items were provided by my friend Chris, Chris Sims. He DM'd our Halloween spooktacular that transcended decades.
Multi-holiday spooktacular.
I hope you will enjoy the very dumb shit that we have here just to make things a little bit more interesting. That was it. I just wanted to plug my friend.
Okay, so you guys ready to head out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by that I mean you guys ready to wait till dusk and then head out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As dusk approaches, you guys make your way through the streets of Harborgate to the nearest canal and the bridge below it. Are you guys waiting for nightfall to go, or are you just going to leave right before dusk?
That's up to Grak.
Well, by the time we get there, it should be nightfall.
Will it?
Should it?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll leave at dusk.
Thanks, omnipotent voice in the sky.
Thanks, narrator.
Lady La Pluma is still there.
Honey, what do you think? It takes about 15 minutes.
I guess it depends on, like, whether you're going to go there, like, through the shortcuts, or if you want to take the main streets.
I mean, either way, we got a couple of slowpokes.
This is true. Well, I mean, nightfall is nightfall. Past that point, it doesn't make much of a difference how late past nightfall you arrive.
True. All right, let's get moving.
Okay. I guess my point is it going to be dark outside by the time you reach the sewer entrance?
Yes.
Okay.
If we want to be there at dusk to get through the changing the guard, we should probably be there before nightfall.
Yeah.
Is the big point.
Wait.
Dusk is sunset, not nightfall.
Well,
What is time?
what is time? Listen, whatever optimal time. That's the one.
All right, in that case, the sun is just barely setting as you make your way to the canal, climb under the bridge, and open up the sewer entrance into the storm sewer system and the secret passage that will lead you to the basement of the arsenal.
Thank you. Okay, Grak is the criminal mastermind. I am just a sad gay trying to read.
It's true, you can't expect Rio to know all these things that Grak would know.
Okay, I will help out as much as possible then. All right, so you guys make your way through the storm sewer system. Fortunately, it hasn't rained in a hot minute, so there's not a lot of water that you guys have to tread through while you are navigating this passage. Is there any grimly prophetic character development that you want to get done while you're on your way to the armory?
The bird is just kind of bounce dancing along a little to itself as it goes, but its head stays eerily still in the way the birds do whenever their bodies are wiggling back and forth.
I wish Smash was here for this.
I know, hell of a thing. Hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing.
Important question. I don't think any of you have dark vision. Who's got the light?
I can. I can hold a torch.
Okay, Lasmo has the torch. And you are making your way through the passage. At one point, you pass a crack in the wall that light appears to be leaking through.
The bird sticks its beak in there and peers through.
With its beak?
No, not really. But it just seems to, like, innately want to put its beak there, and then it kind of presses it, and then it turns its head a little to peer through.
Okay, it's not a very wide field of view, but from what you can see, this is a little peek into the prison level of the arsenal.
Does it notice anybody in there?
There is some rustling noises that indicate that 4 of the cells are occupied, and you notice that there is a very large, intimidating-looking guard currently at the far end of the hall near the stairs up.
Okay.
Let's be honest, there's probably some muttered banter. We can't keep quiet for shit.
No.
The bird lifts up one finger and then kind of like crunches its shoulders up and kind of waggles back and forth like it's being scary. And then it holds up kind of 4 and then gives those 4 a thumbs up. Whatever that means.
One
I'm just gonna look through the thing.
One gorilla. And 4 goodies?
You didn't say this is a gorilla job, Grak.
Yeah, the bird nods its head several times and points to Grak and gives Grak a thumbs up.
You know I charge extra for a gorilla job.
Grab also sees a very narrow field of view of the prison level of the barracks with a very large, intimidating guard at the end of the hall.
How many people were we after?
4.
That's them.
Are they loud?
I do hear some muttering about dicks.
Yeah, that's them.
Something about tangerines.
That's definitely them.
Oh, there's a big guard in the corner. That'll probably be trouble.
Big guards, big guys. That's why we got you.
All right, so you make your way further down the passage. Just not much further. It's mostly just about 30 feet and then turning a corner until you reach the exit of the secret passage that leads into the armory basement of the arsenal.
The bird creeps along.
Gotta stay quiet. This is where they sleep.
Yep. Be
So now
stealthy. Sneak on. Now what?
Now
Are we waiting
what?
for shift change? Is it shift change?
It is past sunset past this point, so shift has changed to night shift. There is guaranteed to be a skeleton crew inside the arsenal at this point.
Alright.
What's the plan, boss?
The plan.
Oh god.
Well, the only way to get onto the other side is, we gotta cross the road.
You gotta
To
get
get
across
to
the
the other
courtyard of the
side.
arsenal.
I hear that's hard for birds sometimes.
The bird tilts its head sideways, peers towards Lasmo, and says,
What, like it's hard?
God.
The only difficult thing is finding a true reason, okay? Alright, well, we gotta get up and over.
Okay.
Alright, so we're just opening this,
Alright,
smashing
hold on.
whatever's on the other side.
Hold on.
Are we
Shut-
gonna map or what's up?
Shut up!
It's a hostile workplace environment, so I'm getting out of this business.
I didn't say anything.
Hold on, we gotta send somebody up there to reconnaissance real quick.
The bird turns to look at Grab and opens its beak. It doesn't say anything. Is this kind of like a weird grin?
26 stealth.
Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful. How does that feel, Annie?
That's a big number. I like it.
All right.
Mackenzie did roll up Grab for me because my eyes are, like, intermittently shitty. And she did good. Thank you, Mac.
You're welcome. Grab got, like, amazing stats. Like, Annie has multiple 20s.
Holy.
All right, so, Grak, are you opening the secret door?
Grak or Grab?
Either.
Grab, you do it.
Okay.
Okay, Grab, you very carefully slide open the secret door, not dissimilar to the other secret doors in this tunnel system that you're obviously quite familiar with. And you open it up into the armory basement. And as you creep out into the room, you notice that it has been cleared of the crates and barrels that you would expect down here. And instead, the floor has been ripped up in various places to reveal fresh earth beneath that appears to have been turned up as something was buried.
Should I be able to see anything?
No, because, hang on, who has the light? Lasmo has the light.
Lasmo has the light.
Hang on. I'll make Lasmo glow.
Thank you. I'm a glowy turtle.
There we go.
There. Now Lasmo glows.
I love how our team looks.
And as you guys are entering the room, you see the earth in 3 places that has been disturbed start to churn as something is digging its way to the surface. You have a matter of seconds until whatever it is arrives.
So you said it was in 3 of these slots, or was it all of them?
Yeah, which
three
ones?
of these areas of... It appears that they prepared 5, but only 3 have had something buried in them.
Oh, God, shit. Things are churning. Stab it!
Wilhelm instantly dashes to stand next to the one on the right.
Okay.
I'm gonna move next to one of the ones on the left and just hold my maul up, just ready to, like, whack-a-mole.
I am going to move around to the other side of the one that Lasmo was over.
Okay.
Wilhelm then dashes over to stand next to these two, but also just be next to this one.
And
Grak,
Grak is going to cower in the background.
he's not cowering in the background. Grak pulls up his Mr. Blasty and starts shooting at the ground.
Okay.
Stealth!
Everybody roll initiative.
Annie's also got great initiative, everybody. I just want to state that right now.
I've got that barbarian advantage on initiative. Not that it matters when someone rolls a nat 20.
Yeah.
Just look at these initiatives compared to our normal initiatives, everyone.
Oh,
Look at these.
Everyone has good initiatives.
Yeah, just so the audience can know, all of us are above, are 17 or up on initiative.
Yeah.
Contrast with normal.
Wilhelm's got a nat 20, I've got a 19, Lasmo has a 17, and Grak has a 21. This is the confident squad, maybe.
Itchy trigger finger squad.
Ugh. We're here for violence.
Okay, so up first is as the vampire spawn versions of Count Valenti, Count Barzetti, and Countess Gallo claw their way to the surface.
babies.
Boy, there we go.
Confronted with our failures.
Someone else's failures.
Yeah, these are not your
Yes,
failures.
listen to us.
Wilhelm scream.
Wilhelm, just say Wilhelm.
In order, yoinks a staff off of its back, and in order is going to thunk this one, and then it's going to first is going to thunk this one with the staff over the head with like a crack.
The one on
then
the left.
twists and slams a kick towards that one.
The one in the
and
middle.
then in the final form of the twist, punches that one, and
The
then
one
it's
on the
going to
top.
duck away.
All right, roll me 3 attack rolls.
Actually, hold on. I gotta make 3 attack rolls. Yeah. So let me do that real quick. So we got 17, 23, 25.
All 3 of those hit. Roll damage.
So this one takes 11 bludgeoning. It is magic damage. This one takes 9 bludgeoning. It is also magic damage. It's all magic damage. This one takes 8 bludgeoning. And then Wilhelm dashes backward and stands next to Grak. I do not take AOO.
Fucking monks.
Fucking monks, dude.
Monks are beautiful.
All right, magnificent. And is that Wilhelm's turn?
And then Wilhelm opens up its mouth and casually shouts. But yeah, then that's Wilhelm's turn.
I can't tell if that's a cassowary or if that's a human child screaming.
No,
That
that's
was me,
probably
though.
a
Or
red-tailed hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me literally looking up generic hawk sound you hear in every
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, the one that's
okay.
usually attributed to an
Yeah,
eagle.
the one that they always play for bald eagles, because in fact they make
but
dumb
it's a
chicken
red-tailed
noises.
hawk.
Yeah.
Eagle sounds stupid.
Okay, up next is Count Barzetti, who's seeming a little disoriented from getting whacked right out of the grave, spins around, looks at Grab, doesn't really recognize that Grab is not the one who hit him, and is going to make a claw strike at Grab. That is a 14.
Nope.
Okay, and that's a second claw strike. 12.
Nope.
Okay, that's Count Barzetti's turn. Up next is Grak.
Grak looks at all these vampires and yeah, he already has Mr. Blasty out. He was shooting at the ground.
He was shooting at the ground.
So Grak has a gun now.
Grak has a gun?
Hey
Grak a
guys, Grak has a gun.
I feel like Grak probably shouldn't have a gun, but Grak
If
has a gun now.
Squad can't have a gun, why does Grak get a gun?
Because he's cool. He's gonna aim for the one on our most right.
Okay, that's Count Valenti.
Count Valenti. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Oh, shit. Ah! I really gotta get on the range.
Do you get 2? I think as a Hexblade you might get 2.
Up to 2 creatures within 5 feet. Wait,
let's
what?
see. Eldritch Invocation, gun.
Gun.
You have...
Now hold on, I'm a warlock. Is gun an option? Can I level into gun? Kid, you gotta send me these details.
There is an Unearthed Arcana modern day Eldritch Invocation you can take that lets your Hexblade weapon be a gun.
Amazing.
Which we did.
Your packed weapon. You don't have a packed weapon, you have a familiar.
No, I went with the route that gives me a fire lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a
You
familiar. You can't have a gun.
That's a choice you made.
I accept this choice.
Grak, anything else to finish up your turn? You don't get a second attack, I don't
Don't
think.
get a second attack. All right. Well, then he's gonna shove his hand in his fanny pack real quick.
Gross.
Chuck a magic stone for his bonus attack. Bonus action.
Okay, at Count Valenti.
At Count Valenti. That's a 20.
20 will hit, roll damage.
11.
Okay.
Wow.
Count Valenti gets... What does the magic stone look like?
The magic stone transforms itself from a small pebble into what one can only describe as a magic copying machine. He throws a printer.
Okay, Count Valenti gets fucking walloped by a flying printer.
Ink just spills everywhere.
Up next is Grab.
Okay. Mac Roshit, is it one attack and is it main attack and then the offhand attack is a bonus attack?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and they've all been hit, so I can toggle this thing that says sneak attack, yes?
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
you can hit sneak attack on the first one. It won't
You
work
can
on the
hit,
second
you can
one.
hit
but-
sneak attack on one that an enemy is... that an ally is within 5 feet of.
Yeah, so on Count Gala right now.
Okay. Then I am going to do that. So Grab's hand kind of... It comes apart, and a big flaming short sword comes out.
Love when they do that.
And this is something that Chris actually made for a Warforged that we had in one of our other games. This is the stealth weaponized integrated thermal combustion heated blade, or the switchblade.
Oh, boo.
Oh, it was all that. It was all full of that. It was great. And I'm going to attack Count Gaio here.
Okay.
And hopefully I got this all toggled incorrectly. That's a 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay, and then I will attack with the... Huh?
All right, you said you were going for Gallo, though, so it should be an advantage because you're across from...
Right, sorry, it's
Lasmo.
flanking, so it's with advantage. Roll again.
Oh, okay. 16.
16 does hit.
Okay, dope. That is 13 fire damage and 13 sneak attack damage.
Okay. Sneak attack damage is of the same type as the main damage type, so that is 26 fire damage on this vampire.
Neat.
Jeez.
And then I attack with my offhand short sword.
Okay.
Oh, and a 20 hits,
That
I'm
hits.
guessing. And that is...
4 damage. You don't get the sneak on that one.
You don't get the
Gotcha.
sneak attack
Okay,
damage.
that's 4 damage.
Okay. The vampire is looking terrible. It shrieks with pain as you lash it with the fire.
It's always a pleasure working with you, Grab. I love that fire shit.
Do what I can.
All right. Up next is Countess Gaio, who is very angry with Grab and is going to slash at them with her claws. 21.
21 does hit.
Okay. That is going to be 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And she recognizes that she can't smell blood on you. She doesn't think she can get blood out of you. So she's just going to slash at you again, try to get you out of the way. That is a 15. I don't think that hits.
It does not.
Okay. So that is Countess Gaio's turn. Up next is Lasmo.
Alright. I have a maul. It's very big. And I was prepared to whack-a-mole, so I am going to whack-a-mole. So I have advantage because I'm flanking with...
Yes.
Yes. Cool. So I don't even need to reckless attack, because I already have advantage. Amazing. So that'll be a 17 to start with.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Alright, that's 15 bludgeoning. This is not actually a magic weapon. How much does that look like it's mattering?
It looks like the fact that it's not a magic weapon is causing you some penalties.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna finish with the maul, might switch to my javelin next round. But I do have an extra attack, so gonna just whack again. Oh, and that's only a 12. Bad rolls.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
You are also across from
Yeah.
Grab, so you get advantage too. You're
That
fine.
was with
She's been
advantage.
rolling with
Yeah.
That is
advantage.
with advantage.
No,
Never mind.
I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Oof.
Yeah. Sometimes the dice don't like you very much.
Sometimes the dice just aren't in the mood.
They just are unhappy.
It's just,
Alright.
just that meme from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dice are a bitch sometimes.
And yeah, I think that's it. Lasmo's not very fancy. Lasmo hits things. And sometimes Lasmo misses.
Lasmo can also rage.
Yeah, does that make Lasmo angry?
Maybe that could make Lasmo angry. Lasmo probably... We're only going to have so many combats.
Yeah.
Alright. Missing in front of everyone's very embarrassing. Lasmo gets angry. You know the sound that the turtle makes in that, like, Coldplay video meme?
No, but I know Gamera.
It's kind of this, like,
I always thought that was the turtle having sex thing.
Turtles only have so many noises.
That's fair.
It might be the same as the turtle having sex noise, but that's the noise that Laszlo makes. As she bristles with rage.
Laszlo, keep it in your pants.
Asmo is her pants.
Okay, up next we have Count Valenti, who is going to look around and rush Laszmo, because Valenti can smell blood on Laszmo.
Tasty, tasty turtle blood.
Tasty, tasty turtle blood. So that's going to be a claw attack. That's a 22. I'm guessing that hits.
Oh, yes. But I am
Okay,
resistant to slashing damage now that I'm raging.
Are you resistant to being grappled?
Well, probably not.
Yeah,
But I do have
okay.
advantage on strength checks, and I
Hold
assume
on.
that's what that will be.
You get automatically grappled by this attack, but there's an escape DC that you can try to break on your turn.
It
Okay.
should
I
just be
feel like
like,
it should be hard to grapple a turtle.
it should be very hard to grapple a turtle who can just whoop itself in.
Yeah, I wonder if I withdraw into my shell, does that automatically break the grapple? Because, like, good luck.
We'll see on your turn. And then it bites you for 25.
Ow. Now, with that I get resistance on? I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
You take 7 piercing, which is halved to 3.
Okay.
And then you take 7 necrotic damage, which is not halved, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 7.
Well, ain't that a thing? Alright. Fun.
Top of the round, we have Wilhelm.
Wilhelm instantly, cheerfully, in fact, bounces forward, standing next to Laszmo to hit Count Gallo again. First with the quarterstaff overhead. 13 doesn't hit. And then whirls around, doing first a kick with one giant clawed foot, and then if that doesn't fell it, doing another kick with another giant clawed foot. We'll see what goes on here. 16.
16 hits.
10 damage.
Okay.
And then 28 does hit, in fact. And then 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my 3 attacks. And then ducks back to hit next to Grak, or settle next to Grak, and kind of chills. Kind of bouncing up and down on big clawed feet.
Okay. Countess Gaio is still standing. Is looking really fucked up, but is still standing.
Well, you know what? No, while I'm standing there, I got hella key. We're not going to have many fights. I'm going to do my extra attack so I get 2 further blows with Fury
All
of
right,
Blows.
you're going to do Flurry of Blows.
Yeah. Boop. 22 does hit
Yep.
for 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then 24 does hit for 9 more bludgeoning.
Okay.
Monks.
Looking really fucked up now.
Oh, come on.
And then ducks back next to Grak.
Okay. Up next is Count Barzetti, who is still focused on Grab. Actually, Grab didn't attack Barzetti on the last turn, so...
Now,
And Grab doesn't have blood, so...
also
Yeah.
just saying, will our secret weapon Natalia come into play, or is she purely in reserve for,
She's in reserve.
She's in reserve,
All right.
but Grak has the ability to contact... Lady La Pluma if it looks really fucked up and like they need the secret weapon.
Right.
Alright, so Barzetti, not smelling any blood on Grab, is going to disregard Grab and go for Laszmo again, causing an attack of opportunity from Grab.
Yep. Does 15 hit?
15 just hits.
Cool. Then that's 16 fire damage, and I assume that doesn't get sneak attack.
It does get sneak, actually,
Oh, it
because
does?
you get it on everybody's turn. So you can do it up to like 5 times if you got an AOO basically on everybody's turn.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
one of
that's...
those errata things where it says on your turn, but in the errata it's like, well, on everybody's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's 25 sneak attack and 16 fire damage, like, base, so that's... Math.
That's
41 damage?
41
Yeah,
fire damage,
that's-
yeah. Rogues
That's
man.
pretty brutal.
That's a
And
nice...
do I get an attack with my short sword, too?
No,
No,
only
just one attack.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
That's rogues. Love rogues.
Rogues! Alright, and Barzetti is going to... Laszmo is already grappled, so Barzetti is just going to go in for the bite. That's a 23, so that's 7 piercing, halved to 3,
Alright.
and then 9 necrotic, and your maximum hit points are reduced by another 9.
Jeez.
At least you're the barbarian, so you have a ton of HP to start with.
Yeah, no, this is
We
what I'm
hope.
for. Just majestic.
Yeah, you have
majestic
hit points
turtle,
instead of armor.
Majestic turtle just standing here being swarmed.
Like, how are they? They have to be really just being just innovative to find places to bite on a thing that is mostly shell.
Yeah, it's actually genuinely impressive.
There is some very small real estate on this waddle of a neck.
We're all admiring it a little bit, even though we know we shouldn't.
Yeah. And that it's going to attack you for 22 with the claws, and that's another 8 slashing damage.
Okay, which is halved to 4.
Yeah, which is half to 4.
All right.
And that is Count Barzetti's turn.
All right, Grakly.
And up next is Grak.
All right, Grak's turn.
Bartholomew.
Grak Bartholomew.
Rude. Greg's gonna use his move action to get himself about 20 feet to the side so that he has a clear vantage point to hit Count Valenti and Count Gaio with an Eldritch Blast.
Yay. Okay, roll it.
So I gotta roll 2. So first is 15.
15 does hit.
Sweet. And the second is 17, which...
17 hits.
Alright, so 1 to each. So the first only hits for 1 force damage.
Oof.
And the second hits for 10 force damage.
Much better. Oh, sorry, I hit grab with that, not Countess Gaio.
Yeah, rude.
You wallop Countess Gaio with that 10 force damage, and she collapses to the ground, dead once more.
Yay!
Yay. Who's the one who's all up in my shell? Valenti?
Both Valenti and Barzetti.
Valenti is the one who's grappled you.
Alright. Greg's gonna use his bonus action to throw another magic stone at Count Valenti. It is 26? Or, no, 23, rather. Hits.
23 hits.
Alright, and he chucks the stone. In midair, it turns into a, let's go classic, flower pot. And hits
Oh,
Count
no, not
Valenti
again.
for 7.
As that hits Count Valenti, Wilhelm opens its mouth and says,
Magnificent. Okay. Is that Grak's turn?
That would be Greg's turn, yeah.
Okay. Next is Grab. Countess Gaio is dead. You can step over her body to get to Count Barzetti or Count Valenti.
Is Valenti still grappling, or did that hit break grapple?
That hit did not break grapple. Count Valenti is still grappling Lasmo.
Okay, then I'm going to move over to the other side of Count Valenti to flank, and I'm going to attack with the Switchblade. Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Great, that is all told 39 fire damage.
Ow. Magnificent.
Yeah, let's go with the short sword too. A 23 hits, I assume?
Yes.
Great, 16.
No, that's the sneak attack. You rolled a 1.
You're right, just a 1 then. That's fine. That's an even 40 then, all told.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, and you notice as you hit it with the fire damage, the flesh on the wounds, the flesh surrounding the wounds hasn't been healing and closing up like you've been seeing with some of the other vampires as they regenerate.
Well, someone's been seeing them anyway.
Well, you've been seeing it, I just haven't mentioned it.
Sure.
Countess Gaia's dead. Up next is Lasmo.
Okay, so I got this vampire hanging off my arm.
They're both on fire.
You can roll a strength check to break the grapple as your action.
Can I... Alright, I guess that's the best thing to do, because otherwise, I would leave the grapple on and try and attack anyway?
Yeah,
that would give you a disadvantage on attack, I think. So if you reckless attack, whatever, it's the same.
Yeah, it doesn't say that attacks by against a grappler or while grappled are at disadvantage, so you can attack normally.
So I can just leave this vampire on me and just try and kill it instead.
Yeah, it's gnawing on your shell, and you can just kind of try to kill it while it's on you.
Sure, I'm gonna do that, and I am gonna switch. I'm gonna just drop my maul and pull out my javelin and use that instead.
And they're doing that wet growl, like...
Yeah, and Lasma just looks, disappointed. But also kind of angry and continues to make that, squeaky turtle anger noise. Cool, okay. So I'm just going to attack. And do I have advantage? Yes, because I'm in a flank with,
Yes, you do have advantage.
Cool. Okay. So that's a 17.
17 hits.
Okay. So that is 7 piercing and is magical.
Okay.
Can you please tell the nice people about your gay javelin?
Sure, I'll tell the nice people about my gay javelin, and hopefully later on we'll see it do its gay magics.
Excellent.
Yes, the prismatic javelin is very gorgeous. It's a dark crystal javelin with a prismatic head that reflects light into beautiful displays of color, and we'll see its magical abilities in time. Yes, and then so follow up, I rolled a 16.
16 hits.
Okay, and that is another 9 magical piercing.
Beauty, and that's Count Valenti?
Yes, and I will also, since I am raging, that activates my ancestral warriors, which are also turtles, but are perhaps more ninja-like and more likely to say things like cowabunga. And
Are there 4 of them?
there are 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And a secret, maybe 5th female one?
Ooh.
Sometimes.
And yes, they are harassing.
What is Lasmo if not the secret 5th female one?
There you go. There you go. But yes, my turtle ancestors harass Count Valenti in a way such that if Count Valenti tries to attack anyone except me, they will have disadvantage.
They suggest that Valenti is not, in fact, radical.
You gotta say pizza to drugs, kids.
Or say drugs to pizza. Alright, is that Lasmo's turn?
This is Lasmo's turn.
Count Valenti does not heal because of all the fire damage. It is his turn, though. And he is once again going to try and bite Lasmo.
No 2 vampire spawn are not on fire.
Yeah, it's a 21. I'm guessing that hits. Oh, wait, is it a disadvantage?
Oh, no, I think it's only disadvantage attacking something other than me.
Right, okay. That is a 21. You take 4 piercing, half to 2.
Okay.
And 7 necrotic, and your maximum hit points are reduced by another 7.
Don't care for this. We're gonna lose the barbarian in the first combat. Amazing. For the audience, I'm down to 37 out of 49. What was previously a maximum of 72 hit points.
You did say one last job.
One last job. I'm retiring tomorrow. It's been 700 years. This is so tragic.
Hey, real quick, who can use javelins?
Arturos.
Who else? Who here can use javelins?
Oh, that's a different story.
All right, top of the round, it's Wilhelm.
Wilhelm steps forward and does a thwack.
On.
15 hit.
On Valenti?
On Valenti, yeah.
15 just hits.
Nice. 6. And then does another spin kick to kick in the face for 6. A second spin kick to kick in the face for 9. And then, you know what? Let's do more key. Why not? I got a crit. And after the spin kick, Wilhelm lands and then leaps into the air, does a flip, and just kicks down as hard as it can for 13. And comes up from that with another punch, which misses.
Okay.
I was too busy focusing on the kick.
Before you did Flurry of Blows, Count Valenti had 1 hit point.
Oh, well, okay. Then Wilhelm casually dances this way. So actually, the weird thing, as Count Valenti dies, Wilhelm leans forward, bites off a finger, tosses it back and swallows it, and then looks swole as I gain, due to my monk class, I gain, let's see, that would be 13 temporary HP.
What the fuck?
That's gross, dude.
Cassowaries. Don't fuck with cassowaries.
Don't fuck with cassowaries.
Yeah, Roman bird augury, if you see a cassowary, it's an omen that you're about to die of cassowary.
So, with that done, after, I used my Flurry of Blows on Count Valenti, so, to kill him. Wilhelm casually trots away, and no longer standing next to Grak, just casually standing between 2 of the upturned areas of earth further into the room, and casually sits there kind of doing a little dance by itself as it kind of keeps clacking its beak like it's swallowing something, and then it opens its mouth and towards the dead body says,
You lose! Good day, sir!
Yep.
and then settles back.
You know, I don't like their methods, but you can't argue with the results.
Okay, up next is Count Barzetti.
Turtle buffet time?
Which,
Delicacy.
is going to lunge for the turtle, because that's what's there. No longer an advantage, because it's not flanking with a corpse. That is still a 25, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are grappled again.
Oh, it's gonna go out like Boromir, but instead of arrows, it's just
It's
little
vampires.
dead noble
So
people.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 9 piercing, half to 4.
Okay.
And then 12 necrotic, and your maximum hit points are reduced by another 12.
Oh my god. Okay. So we're now at 21 out of 37. Let me emphasize, this barbarian had 72 hit points when this combat started.
Vampires, dude.
Hey, this sucks, actually.
Yeah.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing my job as a tank, I guess.
No naps on the job, too.
Okay, up next is Grak.
Grak uses about 15 feet of movement to get himself into position to hit Count Barzetti with 2 Eldritch Blasts. 28
Yeah, that hits.
for 8,
Okay,
and another 21
21 hits.
for 9.
You wallop that vampire butt good, and while still clinging on to Lasmo's shell, it turns and hisses at you.
He throws a stone. He throws a stone into its open maw,
Yep.
because it hits 23 for 6 damage. It turns into a spiky ball.
Like
Okay.
like from Mario?
Like
Like you're a Lucky 2?
no, like one of those
Gordo?
Like a sea urchin?
Yeah, let's go with sea urchin.
Okay,
Okay.
the sea urchin wallops it in the mouth, and it goes for a second before it manages to spit the sea urchin out. You severely compromised its dignity, as well as doing 6 magic damage.
Yeah, that's Greg's turn.
Okay, up next is Grab.
All right, Grab moves over to the other side to still flank to get over to Barzetti. Does a 24 hit?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, that's 38 fire damage.
Oh, okay, it had 38
Yeah.
hit points.
Dope.
Count Barzetti crumbles into ash and collapses to the floor.
Grab very quietly stands, retracts the switchblade, their hand comes back, and they brush themselves off and pull up Lasmo.
Wilhelm points at Grab and says,
North!
I don't suppose we brought a medic, a cleric, a healer.
I would say that just as a matter of planning, each of you has 1 healing potion.
One imagined that Grak would have supplies in his fanny pack.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
If you want to have brought another piece of kit that is not mentioned on your character sheet, I will say each of you get 1 flashback to determine whether to establish that you brought a certain piece of kit with you on the job.
Well,
Great.
What is it that helps with necrotic damage, kit?
I can't think of anything.
Isn't it?
Holy water.
Yeah. I still
Sleep.
only know. I'm
Sleep.
so
Sleep is what
confused.
fixes
Oh
the
god.
sleep is what fixes the hit point
There's
reduction.
no more like lesser restoration or
now it's a greater restoration you have to do it, which is 100 GP diamond and requires a cleric who has level 5 spells, which we do have nearby, technically.
The important question is, do we want to use the level 5 spell slot on that?
Yeah.
on saving this poor turtle's life. 700 years I've worked for this outfit without.
This is space. Can we get like a ginkgo bean or something?
A senzu bean?
Sensu bean, yeah.
Which is
Which is a Dragon Ball Z
It's a-
reference.
It's just a bean that makes all your injuries go away so the fight can go on for more episodes.
Yeah. You know, like Goku.
You know Goku. What has Aguilar actually outfitted us with? Because she would probably want to send along supplies.
yeah. Each of you has a greater healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe those are 4d4 plus 4.
Yep, I think so. So each of you has a greater healing potion, and you have 1 flashback worth of equipment that you made sure to get from her before you headed out on the job.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's the over under on the chance that greater restoration can exist in a potion form? Or basically in terms of like I could just give you this as a DM in terms of going to my flashback, which is basically Lasmo tries to find something that'll help with vampires.
Also,
Yeah.
Lasmo's been around for 700 years. Lasmo's probably collected a lot of stuff.
Lasmo has a sensu bean.
I would say if everyone wants to burn their flashback, you guys can have a potion of greater restoration.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll forget about it.
I don't need that one.
Oh, that's very touching. To save my old ancient turtle. Just one day away from
Our
retiring
old
to
ancient
a
turtle.
tropical planet with her many children. Thank goodness. I'm so glad, everybody, that we chipped in for this potion. This is just what I need to not die today here in this first room on my last day with this goddamn gang. And I chugged the potion, which I understand, right? Basically just, it deals with an effect.
It pops your maximum hit points back up to 72.
Cool.
And then each of you has a potion of greater healing.
Yeah, which I'm gonna use as a chaser.
And you probably have time to take a short rest if you want to do that.
That might be good.
No, I don't need to rest.
Yeah, because they only chewed on me.
Yep.
I need a minute. Buzz into her shell.
Yeah, let's do a short rest.
Okay.
Wilhelm casually does a little dance back and forth.
I'll go ahead and burn a hit die. That brings him back up to full.
Little happy dance. Just dancing over here. Claws clacking on the cement.
The hit point meter above Lasmo's head suddenly actually like reduced by a bunch, and it took me a minute to realize that, oh god, oh no wait, you just put your maximum hit points back up to where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, that was the fun thing, is that without a restoration, a healing potion, I don't really need one, because I was at pretty close to full of my new very bad HP total. Is it during a short rest you can just choose how many hit die to burn?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
Cool.
use as many as you want.
I've rolled a 7 every single time. It's freaking me out.
Lucky 7!
Yeah, I'm just doing turtle slots up in my shell. I'm gonna keep burning them, because I don't know if I'll survive long enough to take another rest. Alright, I have one left. I'm saving it for retirement.
Your one hit die for retirement.
Yeah, and I have no other equipment on me despite my 700 years of working for this joint, because I've been putting it all into a retirement fund, a CRA or whatever, but for space turtles.
But for space turtles, a CRA but for space turtles.
Yeah.
Or would that be a TFSA? Okay, so there is a ladder at the south end of the room that you can take to get up to the ground floor of the arsenal.
When everybody looks like they're moving again, Wilhelm quietly scrambles up that ladder.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody else joining?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just move some tokens around quick. And Lasmo still has a torch.
Yes. Probably had to relight it, but...
Okay, so you end up on the ground floor of the armory, which has the crates and barrels and racks of weapons that one would expect up here.
Do any of them look good?
Not particularly. It's all like government issue, pretty standard stuff. Nothing that looks particularly fancy or magical.
Are there any shields?
You can grab a shield, yeah.
Maybe gonna pick up a shield.
Nah.
Does a shield fuck with your unarmored defense?
I actually already can't use unarmored defense, really, because that's the thing I had to look up old Jeremy's ruling for.
So, there is a big double door on the south wall, and then a smaller door up on the northwest, on the western wall, close to the north side.
Wilhelm casually stands in the middle of the room, still doing its weird little dance.
Doing a little dance.
I want to check out the small door to the north.
Okay.
As the door opens, Wilhelm ducks over north next to Grab and peers around their shoulder.
Okay, you quietly open the door, which pokes out into the courtyard. There does not appear to be many people in the courtyard at the moment. You look across and you can see the stables with the draft horses that pull paddy wagons. And if you peer around to the north, you can see the north wall.
Okay, so where do we need to go?
The barracks is across the courtyard, directly ahead of the door that you just walked out of. The prison is in the basement of the barracks.
Okay, so we need to head essentially east over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Although, Grak, you know that the gatehouse is directly north of the building you're in right now, and if you try and get into the barracks without dealing with the gatehouse in some way, they may spot you.
Alright. We got a lot of people to kill.
Or distract.
Or distract, whatever.
Just
Kill.
Whatever's fastest.
Wilhelm gives a thumbs up.
sneak past, maybe?
No, there's no sneaking past. There's too many guards.
killing people does take time.
Wait, we could set a fire. Hold on. We could set fire.
There's hay in the stables.
No. That'd make too much light on us. I'm gonna say we should set fire to at least one or two of the boats outside.
Ooh.
Alright.
There should be some boats stacked to the south of us.
Okay, then I will take a peek out of the double doors.
Okay. The double doors to the south point out onto the docks. There are indeed 3 small spell-jamming ships docked here. They are made of wood.
Okay.
Let's go set fire to the rain.
And do I see guards in the area?
You do not, no.
Okay.
There is, Grak, you know that there is a guard on the west wall that patrols that wall. You may have to take care of that guard before you tackle the ships.
Alright. There's a guard that patrols the west wall around here. We might have to take him out first.
Wilhelm gives us a thumbs up.
Try to be sneaky.
Wilhelm is going to try to be sneaky to find this guard. Oh, I see him.
Yeah, you look up. The wall is about... Hang on, I gotta check how tall the walls are. I wrote it down, and then I forgot.
And that's why you write it down.
The ramparts are 40 feet tall, so
Okay.
you can see a guard walking along the top of the wall there, and I am going to need you to roll stealth.
Okay. Is he going south or north?
He's going
right now?
south at the moment.
12. Wonderful. But that's okay. I can still reach him.
Yeah, let me just roll a perception check for him.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, his passive perception is 12, so you just beat it.
Okay. So Wilhelm is going to duck this way and then going to climb up that wall and get behind him. That's all my movement right there. I don't take extra movement for climbing because of athlete. And then once up there, I'm going to very quickly thwack, 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 and I will spend a key for stunning strike if I hit any of those. So what you guys see is Wilhelm steps outside, stands there, and then casually just runs up the wall and hops down behind
All
the
right,
guard.
roll your attacks.
So that's 18, 11, 17.
The 18 and the 17 hit.
Okay. So that will do 22 damage, and I'm going to spend a key for stunning strike.
All right.
So they need a Constitution saving throw.
Well, the 11 damage killed him instantly, so...
Oh, okay. So I will lean forward to try and capture him to silence his fall with my second attack then, and then just gently lower him to the ground. And then I will just casually jump off the wall, land, and trot back to the others.
Drag the body. Bring the body. Bring the body.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
as you're
grab
standing at the top of the wall, you turn around and you see that there is a guard archer on top of the tower behind you. He is not currently looking at you, but if he turns and looks, he will see a dead body.
Okay, I pick up the body and I slow fall down, because I can jump and fall down. That's my slow fall ability as a monk.
Okay.
And I will carry the body slowly with me back and gently lay it down there.
Grab will take the body and drag it inside here.
Could we toss it down the
Yeah, let's toss it down.
stairs?
Let's toss it down the ladder.
Sure, I'll toss it down.
Okay. You chuck it down the ladder.
Plasma, had a prismatic javelin in hand, she was thinking of throwing it, and then in the time it took, it's watched Wilhelm go do all Wilhelm's funky stuff and just lowers it. Sighs. I'm too old for this game.
Okay.
That's why you hire the crazy birds.
All right. Who's got something that's on fire? Do I need to just, start stabbing a ship?
I mean, Lasmo has a torch.
Yeah, you could take the torch. Whoever's sneaky
That's
should probably go do it.
Wilhelm also pulls out actually pulls out several torches and kind of offers them out to everybody, kind of like party favorites.
No. Just one or two.
Wilhelm kind of looks defeated and puts them away in his bag.
Alright, someone sneaky want to go light the boats? I'm
Yeah.
reasonably sneaky, but probably not the sneakiest looking at this crowd.
Yeah.
Wilhelm looks at Grab.
Yep. Grab just holds out their hand for the torch,
Here you go.
and I am going to stealth. And you said that archer has a clear shot down the wall. Did they have a clear shot down the far side of the docks over here?
They would be able to see the light of the torch if they looked this way. However, most of the docks are beyond the light of the lantern that's next to them on the tower.
Okay. Then in that case, I am just going to take a look and try to sneak down to the middle docks here.
Okay. Yeah, you would be largely out of sight down there.
Okay, great. Then I'll just use a torch, try to set fire to the most flammable looking part of the Spelljammer, and then I'll try to throw the torch over to hit the one on the far side next to the wall.
Okay. There are some piles of canvas that look like they are useful for that kind of thing, so you chuck a torch into that, and it does not take long to catch.
Okay.
You chuck it over to the other ship. That also catches quite quickly.
Great, and then I just fucking run back to the space we were hiding in.
Cool. All right, so it does not take long before you hear a shout and the sounds of people moving very quickly. And then when you take a peek outside, you see that most of the guards are currently occupied trying to put the fire out on the docks.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, guys. This is our best bet.
Alright,
Time to sneak up to the other side.
sneak over.
Are we doing stealth checks?
Do we need to?
Yes, you will do stealth checks at advantage because you made a big fucking distraction.
Yay!
Good idea, Grak.
Yeah, Grak.
I love fire.
26 stealth.
21 stealth.
17 stealth.
Let's see. 18 stealth.
Hooray!
Very excellent.
Compare again to our normal characters, please.
You are a whisper on the wind as you make your way across the courtyard towards the barracks.
Okay.
The stables are right next to the door to the Grak, which you know is the common room of the barracks.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, there you could get in via the storage area for the paddy wagons slightly to the north.
Oh, we're going through the storage.
That sounds better.
All right, so you guys sneak into the storage area for the paddy wagons.
Okay.
Alright.
It's a big garage. You guys have seen garages. It's basically that.
Nope. Where to next?
Let me just double check this map.
You know that the staircase down to the prison level is in the common room to the south.
Ah, shit. Alright. Well,
Which the common room? Okay.
alright. Someone do a quick peek through the door.
I will do a peek. Do you want me to do a new stealth check?
No, because there's nobody in the room. You do a quick peek through the door. You see that the common room is currently empty.
Okay. Grab will gesture very quietly, but very, fervently.
Alright, go, go, go.
Okay, Grak, you think this is a prime time to call Lady La Pluma and Natalia in, and then have the rest of the crew secure the barracks against anyone getting in.
Alright, he takes out his shell phone.
Hey, girl!
Shut up, Grab.
Hey, girl, hey!
Grab, shut up.
I'm not talking.
It's those voices in the sky again.
Whose voice is that?
Whose voice is it?
Barracks are haunted. I didn't sign up for ghosts. Ghosts are double.
Alright. Mistress.
Jesus.
Okay! Okay, airing that out in public.
She's Lady La Plume.
Alright, Mistress.
Yes, Grak.
We've got the way secured.
All right, is the courtyard clear? Is there anything we should avoid?
We set some things on fire. They should be distracted.
Spelljammers.
All right, we'll make our way across. All right, and it is not long before appearing at the door of the barracks are Lady La Pluma and Natalia.
Wilhelm waves.
Lady La Pluma waves back.
Now we can either go up or down. Up.
Down is the prison level, which is where you're supposed to be getting into.
So we can only go down.
No. We're supposed to go
You
down.
could go up.
But
We could go up. It's just the
and-
stars of this campaign change very quickly past that point.
Alright. Time to free our secret...
The one's talking about dicks
The
and
one's
tangerines.
talking about dicks and
the
cages.
one's talking about dicks and and
There
tangerines.
sure are a lot of birds in this room.
Lady La Pluma gestures to Grak and says, "Now, we could bring everyone down into the prison level, but then we have no one safeguarding the way back into the building. If anyone in the fire brigade down there decides that they're going to run in here for any kind of supplies, then we should keep them up here and make sure that they keep anyone else from getting back in."
Alright, you three, keep watch. Make sure no one gets in. Wilhelm,
Gives a thumbs up.
eat anybody.
Wilhelm gives an extra fervent thumbs up.
Shall we barricade the doors, ma'am?
Lady?
Ma'am.
Ma'am?
Sorry, I got distracted by who ma'am is. because Grak is still in charge, technically. She looks around and says, yes, make sure you barricade the common room door, the garage door, and I believe there's a back door in through the kitchen that you should secure as well.
Great, because there's so many chairs and tables in here.
There's so many.
So many. There's like a great big overstuffed armchair that you think would probably be just perfect for some of this.
Dope.
I'm sure Grab and Lasmo have done this before. We got a pattern to it.
Yeah, we've got a routine. It's fine.
Grab and Lasmo are more talented at this part than Wilhelm definitely is. Wilhelm watches them do this with kind of a perplexed look, and then moves to grab a chair and kind of pulls it and absently pushes it up against the wall, like with a confused look.
There's gonna be a lot of charades upstairs. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah. So as you guys secure the barracks, Lady La Pluma, Grak, and Natalia make their way down to the prison level. And seeing as Rio has to go in 20 minutes, I think that's where we can wrap up for today.
Yeah.
So have we gem jailbreaked?
You've gem jailbreaked. JAILJAMMER is performed by Alexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of the show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse. Oh, hang on. I bound the Wilhelm scream to numlock, so you're going to hear it in a second. Because I had to turn my keypad on.
That's a choice.